South America is the fourth largest continent in the world. It covers an area of about 20 million square kilometers and has a population of almost 600 million people. In the 12 countries of South America, from the desert to the rainforest, through huge mountain ranges and waterfalls, the traveler can enjoy a wonderfully varied natural environment. In most countries in South America, the official languages are mainly Spanish and Portuguese. The smaller settlements carry to this day the memories of the 16th century Spanish and Portuguese colonizations, thus creating a really unique atmosphere. Let's see what are the 10 best places to visit in South America. Number 1. Machu Picchu, Peru. One of the most exciting sights on the South American continent is Machu Picchu, the ruined city of the Inca Empire. Hides among the peaks of the Andes Mountains, higher than 5,000 meters. Built in the 16th century, the city was uninhabited for centuries and hid from the eyes of the world. There is no clear answer to this day about why its inhabitants left this magnificent small town. It was rediscovered in the early 20th century, and its popularity has continued ever since. Machu Picchu is one of the 7 new wonders of the world. Machu Picchu covers an area of about 13 square kilometers, and its ruins consist mainly of churches and palaces built in a typical Inca construction style. Perfectly polished, huge blocks of granite were placed on top of each other without using any adhesive material. The weight of the granite blocks themselves held the buildings together. In order for this amazing building complex to remain in its current state, a maximum of 2,500 visitors are admitted per day. Number 2. Salar de Uyuni, Bolivia. The largest salt field in the world is located in Bolivia, at an altitude of about 3,600 meters above sea level. Salar de Uyuni was formed as a result of the drying up of Pleistocene lakes. The salt-rich water stuck here has evaporated as a result of rising temperatures during climate change, and the salt has remained behind, creating this amazing formation that is unique in the world. During the rainy months, from November to March, a few centimeters of water layer form on the surface of the salt field, thus creating the largest natural mirror in the world, the sight which really takes your breath away. In the area of the salt desert, you can also stay in a salt hotel, which is a very special experience as all furnishings are made of salt. Interestingly, about half of the world's lithium reserves are located in this area, so it could easily be that the ingredients of the battery of your phone or laptop that you're watching this video from comes from Salar de Uyuni. Number 3. Iguazú Falls, Argentina and Brazil. Iguazú Falls is located on the border of Argentina and Brazil on the Iguazú River. About 270 separate smaller waterfalls make up this complex, the largest waterfall in the world. It is really true to its name, as in the language of the indigenous Indians living here, Iguazú means big water. A legend says that the formation of Iguazú Falls can be traced back to an ancient god who fell in love with a mortal girl. However, the girl did not want him, but with his mortal love they tried to escape in a small boat on the Iguazú River from the wrath of the god. However, the god struck in anger, he divided the river in two, rocks rose out of the water all over, and the 2 young lovers found his death here, where the Iguazú Falls were formed. The waterfalls are on average 60 meters high, but there is a point where a huge amount of water falls from about 82 meters. It is called Devil's Throat, where this wonderful place delights visitors with a huge sound and pleasant spray of water. Iguazú Falls can be visited from Argentina and Brazil with different views on both sides. Visiting is an all-day program, as you can walk along the countless trails to see wonderful landscapes, and even in groups you can go by boat quite close to the waterfall, which is a life-changing experience. Number 4. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil's second largest city, is located on the eastern side of South America, right on the coast of the southern Atlantic Ocean. If you think of Rio, you will surely soon remember the famous Rio Carnival, which is held every year and is considered the most famous carnival in the world. Hundreds of thousands of tourists visit the city in a matter of days to watch the dancers of the famous samba schools dance in beautiful, spectacular costumes down the street. The view of Rio de Janeiro is made quite amazing by its world-famous heights. Sugarloaf Mountain, is easily accessible by cable car. The view from above is magnificent. You can see most of the city, its beautiful and world-famous beaches, and the city's symbol, the 30-meter-high statue of Christ the Redeemer. It is one of the most famous statues in the world, standing on the 700-meter-high Mount Corcovado, with its outstretched arms as if to embrace this wonderful city. And if you're tired enough of sightseeing in the carnival atmosphere, relax on one of Rio de Janeiro's most famous beaches, Copacabana or Ipanema, with a caipirinha cocktail. Number 5. Perito Moreno Glacier, Argentina. The Perito Moreno Glacier is one of the best-known glaciers in the ice fields of Patagonia, the southernmost part of Argentina. It is about 5 kilometers long and 60 meters high, measured from the water level, with a total height of 170 meters. This huge mass of ice moves 2 meters every day towards the water. What makes it special is that thanks to the play of water and lights, the Perito Moreno Glacier does not shine in white, but rather in a blue color. On the ice field, it is possible to get to know this fantastic environment better with experienced guides, and the braver ones can also take a boat trip to enjoy this wonderful wildness of nature up close. Number 6. Nazca Lines, Peru. The Nazca Lines are well-known, huge figures that are around 2,000 years old. A common feature of the different animal figures is that they are all from a single line, and each is only visible from the air in its entirety. The figures cover an area of more than 500 square kilometers and are completely unique in the world. Their making technique is special. The makers picked up a layer of red and black stone covering the ground, so the pale yellow rock beneath them became visible, forming the figures. Because at this part of Peru rain is a rare thing, these figures may have survived in such good condition. However, its original purpose is still unknown. There are many theories. Some say the figures represent a kind of astronomical map. Others say they show pilgrimages, but some people also involve the UFOs in the history of the Nazca Lines. We don't know the truth, but one thing is for sure. These astonishing figures are a truly extraordinary creation of the human race that everyone should see in their lifetime. Number 7. Marble Caves, Chile. These magnificent caves are one of the most isolated but most spectacular natural attractions in the world at the shores of the General Carrera Lake in the southernmost part of Chile. Marble caves have been carved by water over thousands of years into such incredible shapes. Due to its high mineral content, the caves are varied in color, and this special world is a real paradise for photographers. It can only be approached by boat or kayak with experienced guides. Turquoise water can tempt you to swim, but be careful, because the lake is fed by glaciers and the water is extremely cold. Diving can be dangerous and is not recommended at all. Number 8. Las Lajas Sanctuary, Colombia. This magnificent cathedral is located in southern Colombia, close to the Ecuadorian border. It is not located among typical tourist routes, but is worth a visit if you are in Colombia. It is located in a truly exceptional environment, as the sanctuary was built on a bridge about 40 meters above the Guaitara River. According to a local legend, in the 18th century, 2 women sought refuge in the area from a great storm, when Virgin Mary appeared before them and protected the 2 women from the enormous power of the raging storm. In addition, one of the women was deaf-mute and recovered after meeting Virgin Mary. In honor of this event, a tiny church was built on the site of the miracle, first made of wood, then rebuilt several times over the years until it finally gained its present shape in the first half of the 20th century. There have been reports of countless miraculous healings over the years, and while it's not known whether this is due to the cathedral, Virgin Mary, or the faith, nonetheless, Las Lajas Sanctuary is an impressive architectural masterpiece which definitely is worth a visit. Number 9. Angel Falls, Venezuela. Angel Falls is located in the eastern part of Venezuela in the Canaima National Park. This is the tallest waterfall in the world. Its total height is a quite amazing 979 meters. The water is rushing from almost a mile high. Incredible! It's named after its explorer, James Angel, who first spotted the huge waterfall in 1933. The waterfall is not easy to see up close, as it is surrounded by a dense jungle and is inaccessible by road. If you want to visit as part of a helicopter trip, a wonderful sight will unfold before your eyes. However, you can also choose cruises when you can even feel the mist of the waterfall slamming into your face. The waterfall is usually supplied with abundant rainfall, but during the dry season, from December to March, the waterfall sometimes dries out quite simply. Due to the low water level, it's not even recommended to visit the waterfall by boat during these few months, as it is not safe. Number 10. Galápagos Islands, Ecuador. The Galápagos Islands are a little off the line of the list, as they are a little further away, 965 kilometers west of Ecuador in the Pacific Ocean. The Galápagos Islands, on the other hand, are a volcanic archipelago geographically belonging to South America. The archipelago consists of 20 islands and countless rocks, and its fauna makes it really popular and unique. In 1835, even Charles Darwin himself came to the island on a voyage around the world, examining rocks, volcanic formations, flora and fauna. Perhaps the most popular of the animals on the islands of the Galapagos is the giant tortoise, which lives for up to 150 years. But the islands are inhabited in large numbers by sea lions, various reptiles, penguins, finches, and albatross, for example. About 70% of the island's wildlife can be found only here, nowhere else in the world. Today, the whole Galapagos Islands has been declared a nature reserve, and the number of tourists has also been maximized to further preserve the island's wildlife in its current state.